after even trading on the positive side, like Anisha is mentioning, we saw a sharper fall. But let's bring on board CA Rudramurthy, MD at Vachana Investments to talk to us. And Rudra, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining in with us as always. Firstly, let's start with the view in terms of the benchmark indices. What is it that you're expecting over there? And this election volatility, maybe that could continue this week. But how do you see from next week onwards? What is it that you're seeing?
See, the structure of market has definitely changed because of the political verdict, and also valuation was definitely a concern even before the exit polls. And post the exit polls, where most of them gave NDA a thumping victory, and that big majority made markets to further go up on Monday. And after that, we have seen the correction post the real verdict. Now, for me, Nifty will be in a broad range of around 22,000 to 23,000, and the upside is definitely capped for some time. And when it comes to Bank Nifty, yes, the high around 50,000 will be acting as a very stiff resistance. And unless we close decisively above 50,000 and on Nifty above 23,000, every rise will be sold into for very short term. But however, medium to longer time frame, India shining story is still on, and one has to be very stock specific and sector specific in this market. And especially for new investors or people who are new into market, I would advocate them to wait out for another 1 week. Let this volatility settle. Let VIX come back to levels closer to the 12-13 mark. Give another 1 week's time, and then it will be more easier for people to understand the trend and the verdict of market much better based on all the political changes which might come up in the next 1 week, and then taking positions will be much better. Right now, one has to be in a wait and watch mode, watching this broad range of around 22,000 to 23,000 on Nifty, and Bank Nifty at around 47,000 to 50,000. But for very short term, yes, market will see sell-off on every rise.
Okay, maybe sell off on every rise is what you're highlighting, Rudra. But, like you were saying also right now, it becomes more sector specific also right now. And the strategies that the government comes out with, the reforms that will be taking part now going forward. So in terms of that, when you talk about the Nifty FMCG, because it's expected that, the social spending side, the consumption side, that is something expected to see an increase. What's the view on Nifty FMCG and anything that you would be picking up in that basket?
Very good. In fact, FMCG, pharma, IT, these are sectors which will do definitely good. And also, if there is focus on, let us say, rural development, rural financing, these are themes which will do good. Also, I was so bullish on public sector PSU stocks. And in fact, they have given a fabulous rally, if you see, for last 1.5, 2 years. And in fact, I was calling it out as a decadal rally is what you will see in these stocks. And right now, after the verdict, I am definitely making the necessary changes. Yes, this is the time to book profits on stocks where you have seen already a big run up, and now valuation will definitely be a concern, and especially the PSU stocks, like whether it comes from your RECs, PFCs, BHEL, BEL, all these stocks. So these are stocks which might see for some short-term correction, and fresh buying definitely at these levels not advocated. And if someone has this, kindly book some profits at this level, and you have to make the changes in themes as the market makes the necessary change. So for me right now, if I have to pick some sectors, and keeping in mind the changes which is happening both politically as well as in global front, I will be looking at IT, I will be looking at metals, I will be looking at FMCG, and I will be looking at themes which are rural theme, and these are sectors which broadly one can focus upon. And if I have to move to stock specific in these sectors, for example, if I have to pick up for rural theme, if I have to pick up from FMCG, yes, no doubt Hindustan Unilever looks very strong to me. Look at even stocks like Dabur, look at stocks like Colgate, ITC. So these are stocks which can definitely do good. And if I have to pick from metal, yes, look at stocks like Tata Steel, look at Hindalco, Jindal Steel. Yes, these themes can do very good. And if I have to pick up stocks from even the private related themes and rural theme, yes, one can even look at specifically Bandhan Bank, which looks good for me at current level. Rural financing will definitely get a push up at these levels. Bandhan looks very good to me. Yes, at around 190, 192, the downside is very limited, and one can look at targets of around 220, 230 to come. And I'm even keen on some of the financial names like L&T Finance, which also looks very good at current levels of around 157, 158. L&T Finance looks good. If I have to pick from pharma, yes, you have very good names there. I like Biocon, I like Zydus Life, I like Sun Pharma, I like Dr. Reddy. So these are few of the pharma theme and stock specific calls which I like. But definitely, yes, one has to stay away from PSUs right now. And if you are forcing to buy something in PSU, stay with PSU banks. Stay with even the oil marketing companies, might be your BPCL, or if you have to stay with PSU banks, it will be on dips by SBI. So you have to be very choosy when it comes to PSU. There, I will only stick with PSU bank like SBI or oil marketing company like BPCL, HPCL, and one has to book profits on the other side of the PSU, which has given already a big rally.
Right, Rudra, thank you so much for joining in with us. All those stock ideas is what the viewers should keep an eye out on, much more than what you normally give. But, in a whole host of sectors that you're focusing on. So thank you so much, Rudra, for joining in with us, talking to us about a lot of individual stocks as well as sectors. Maybe right now,
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.